7,000 years ago, a man sat still while someone cut into his scalp. He had no anesthesia, he had no antibiotics, only courage, or desperation. What was about to happen would pierce his skull, and, incredibly, he would survive. Archaeologists named this practice trepanation. It's the oldest known form of surgery in human history, long before hospitals, before metal, even before writing. Prehistoric humans drilled holes into other people's skulls while alive. Why would anyone do this? For some, the answer was spiritual. They believed headaches were caused by evil spirits, or that madness was caused by evil spirits. The spirits were trapped inside the skull. The only solution? Give them a way to escape. A hole in the skull through which evil could leave. For others, the reason was more practical. A warrior struck hard in the head, his skull cracked. The pressure building inside could kill him. The tribe's healer knew one thing: the pressure had to be released. This is how one of the earliest real forms of medicine emerged. The tools were simple, but effective. Obsidian knives sharper than modern steel. Flint scrapers used to remove bone layer by layer. Sometimes a kind of primitive drill turned by hand, or spun with a cord. The patient was held down by other members of the tribe, maybe given a calming plant if the tribe knew one, but the pain remained almost unimaginable. The healer cut the scalp carefully in a circle, then began scraping away the skull bone millimeter by millimeter. There was one thing he had to avoid: puncturing the brain's membrane. One mistake meant instant death. Sometimes the process took hours. Other times, the patient lost consciousness from the pain. But here's the most shocking part of this story. Archaeologists have discovered hundreds of trepan skulls, and on many of them, an extraordinary sign: new, healed bone. Healed bone means only one thing: the patient lived, not just days, sometimes years, even decades after the operation. Some skulls show evidence of multiple trepanations at different times. The same person operated on more than once in their life, surviving every time. Survival rates in some ancient cultures were shockingly high. At certain sites in Peru, up to 80% of patients survived. More than many surgeries performed in medieval Europe thousands of years later. How was this possible without modern hygiene, without real anesthesia? Prehistoric healers knew something we're only beginning to appreciate. They knew exactly how much bone to remove and how much to leave intact. They used plants with natural antiseptic properties without knowing the chemistry behind it. And the tribe cared for the wound daily, keeping it clean instinctively. The practice didn't appear in just one place. It was found in Europe. It was found in North Africa. It was found in South America. It was found in Asia. Different cultures, separated by entire oceans, arrived at the same solution, without ever communicating with each other. Which suggests something profound about the human mind. When suffering is great enough, people find radical solutions, no matter the era, no matter the tool available. Today, modern surgeons perform a similar procedure called a craniotomy, with an electric scalpel, with general anesthesia, with entire teams of specialists. But the basic principle has stayed the same for 7,000 years. Sometimes, to save a mind, you have to open the skull that holds it. Our ancestors learned this thousands of years before we did, with stone, courage, and an understanding of the human body we're only now beginning to match.